Moving on to East African country of Somalia, where President Hassan Sheikh Mohamud narrowly escaped an assassination attempt. A bomb blast rocked area near the presidential palace in Somalia's capital, Mogadishu. The blast occurred just moments after a presidential convoy passed from the area. The explosion destroyed a building and damaged several vehicles. A security official said that the blast took place near the presidential palace in the Hirshabelle area and confirmed that the president's convoy was also hit. According to reports, President Mohamud was traveling to the Hirshabelle state, where the army was reportedly planning a major offensive against the Al-Shabaab terrorist group. And the same group also claimed the responsibility for the attack. Meanwhile, the government said that the attack was thwarted and President Mohamud was safe. It added that he reached his destination as per the plan. The Somali security forces also launched an investigation into the assassination bid. The country's state media released Mohammud's images from N18G, where Somali military has been battling Al-Shabaab's offensive for last 3 weeks. Security personnel described it as a massive explosion, and according to reports, at least 7 people also lost their lives. Several passengers also reportedly sustained injuries after a car was damaged in the blast.
A big explosion rocked Mogadishu's Hirshabelle district, especially the Horst neighborhood. The Abdi Khan building has collapsed entirely. People whom we know and others we don't know were killed in the bomb attack. It is a deplorable incident, and we don't want it to happen again. I have heard between 7 to 8 people were killed in the attack.
The Al-Shabaab group has been fighting against the Somali government for over 15 years now. It is trying to topple the existing government. The terrorist group has carried out several deadly attacks in capital Mogadishu and other regions in the past as well. However, Tuesday's attack was the first to directly target Mohamud since 2014. The explosion also came a week after the Al-Shabaab stormed a hotel in central Somalia in which at least 9 people lost their lives. Although the African Union forces had already thrown out the majority of Al-Shabaab members in 2011, but they still continue to operate in the rural areas of the country. President Mohamud has vowed to hold a complete war against the terrorist group. The country's military has joined local militias to tackle Al-Shabaab, and the move is also backed by an African Union force. Meanwhile, the US forces are also trying to end the presence of Al-Shabaab completely in Somalia by launching several airstrikes. The head of the African Union Commission, Mohammed Ali Yusuf, also condemned the attack. He described it as a cowardly and indiscriminate car bomb attack. Yusuf also called it a desperate attempt by Al-Shabaab to undermine the resolve of the Somali people. With this brazen attack, the Al-Shabaab terrorist has directly threatened the Somali head of the state and has left its corridors of power in shock. The question is, will Somalia, with support from the United States, launch a bigger retaliation and a wider operation to wipe out terrorism? We will continue to bring you all the updates.
Do you think that Ukraine is at its weakest position?
This war is not about Ukraine.
Do you believe that your president was insulted? Yes or no question. Is Ukraine prepared to pay the price for that peace?
No compromises at the cost of territorial integrity and sovereignty.
Diplomacy will work?
Yes.
Do you think Russia will give up the territory if there is no ceasefire? Do you propose to keep fighting?
We are ready to resist.
Do you think there will be peace?
Many countries gave us 3 days.
President Trump said you don't have any cards.
We do not have another choice.
How do you keep fighting?
You ask me once again the same question.
Because you've not answered my question.
We have enough capacities to keep fighting.